Hello, my name is Tom Flax. This is my AEP 855 Module 4 KESA video. Briefly, what KESA is for Harrington School District. We're in year 2 of the process, and we have a district leadership team that is the ones that are heading it up, and they're the ones that have decided which R's that we are going to attack first, and the 2 R's that they've decided were relationships and responsive culture. And the reason why they chose the relationships and responsive culture is they felt that these were the lowest things that we lacked the most, and that we could show the greatest improvement in reaching goals that were set. As far as my principal and my principal's leadership style, my principal is very democratic. He does a really good job of involving a lot of people and doing things and getting people involved. This is his first year as a principal, so there's some trial and error, but I know that I communicate with him quite often, being the athletic director and being a head teacher in the middle school and dealing with a lot of discipline in the middle school. There's a lot of things that we talk about and communicate about in order to make sure that we're making the best decisions for the students and for the faculty and staff. He is also very strategic. He does a really good job of analyzing outcomes and to select the best one that fits our students and our school the best. I talk to him a lot, and he goes over a lot of different scenarios and issues, and he does a very good job of seeing what's the best for the Harrington schools and Harrington community when decisions come up that need to be made. It's been a very good learning experience for me because I know some things that he goes about and handles, maybe not necessarily the way that I would do it, but definitely opens my eyes in that gives me a chance to look in and see if how he handles it, if it's the way that I should handle it, if something in the future comes up, or when I become building principal as well. Again, the 2 areas of going back to KESA, the 2 areas that were identified were relationships and responsive culture. We had to look at the PSEL standards, and I chose the 3 standards. Standard 5C. Standard 5 is a community of care and support, and the C is the academic and social supports, services, extracurricular activities, and accommodations to meet the range of learning needs of each student. So as far as I think responsive culture and relationships, I think that what we've been doing is we've implemented MTSS. So we're trying to find the supports necessary through MTSS process, and making sure that we have kids that we're filling in the gaps, especially the reading and language arts gaps, so that students can become better and more well-rounded, and fill in those gaps. Standard 7, professional community for teachers and staff. So 7E is develop and support open, productive, caring, and trusting working relationships among leaders, faculty, and staff to promote professional capacity and the improvement of practice. This is something very important. We've obviously new principal, and this is definitely something that he's brought with him to make sure that we become a force that's together, and we need to have that relationship professionally from the leadership on down. Responsive culture, standard 8, meaningful engagement of families and communities. G, develop and provide the school as a resource for families and community. We have Harrington, along with several other schools in Dickinson County, have began a pilot program for the mental health pilot program. Right now, that's something that's very, very important in our area, and the Dickinson County Mental Health has done a great job of putting together this pilot program. And right now, we service within our school, the Dickinson County Mental Health services nearly 80 students in our elementary, middle school, and high school together, which is almost about close to a quarter of our students so are receiving some sort of mental health support, which is very important. So those would be my PSEL standards and how that I would implement those. Thank you.